لله رب العالمين. قال مولانا أمير المؤمنين روحي وأرواح العالمين لمقدم الفداء اللهم إني أسألك برحمتك التي وسعت كل شيء وبقوتك التي قهرت بها كل شيء وخضع لها كل شيء وذل لها كل شيء وبجبروتك التي غلبت بها كل شيء وبعزتك التي لا يقوم لها شيء وبعظمتك التي ملأت كل شيء وبسلطانك الذي على كل شيء. صدق الله وصدق رسوله وصدق ولي الكريم. الصلوات.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali
May Allah
Muhammad.
subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us and give strength and tawfiq to have all the bounties and blessings of this great month and great night. Perhaps tonight is the first night of the month of Sha'ban al-Mu'azzam, the great month, 8th Islamic month, 1436 after Hijrah. Month of Sha'ban is considered as a month of munajats, month of prophethood, prophecy, and also month of having a special time with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Obviously, in this great month, we have lots of great occasions, including Milads, Milad of Imam Hussein, Abu Fadl Abbas, Imam Sajjad, based on some narrations, Zainab al-Kubra, Salamun alayha, according to some narrations, Ali al-Akbar, and also Imam Mahdi, Ruhi wa Ruh al-Alamina, Lamardam al-Fida, all these great occasions, one side, one hand, in other hand. Obviously, mashallah, this great month is considered as a month of prophecy, prophethood. الذي يدأب في صيامه وقيامه في لياليه وأيامه. One of the beautiful dua, which is our asset and great asset of our imams, is dua, and dua, one of the dua of this great month, which is considered as a salawat sha'baniyah. Basically, salawat sha'baniyah is just as a name, but as a ocean of ma'rifats, and that one of the phrases of this dua is الذي يدأب في صيامه وقيامه في لياليه وأيامه وخوعا لك في إكرامه وإعظامه. Holy Prophet, he used to put his extra efforts in this month, whether in his dealing with the people, he was extra careful in this great month, and also in his prayers and in his fasting, extra carefulness in his prayers for his fasting. All that he was doing, so he can achieve the highest rank possible for prophecy. And we know that there is no limits whatsoever. Why? Because we're talking about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as we discussed last week also. The greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is infinite. Once you're talking about infinite, Holy Prophet is limited. When you're talking about limited, so there is a chance of growth, room for progress, and also there is a room he can get closer and closer and closer each and every movement of his life. So you're seeking from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so you can have a more dignity and also have more blessings and bounties in this great month. So alhamdulillah, this is a great month. And our topic is Dua Kumail. And Dua Kumail also is, as I mentioned, one of the great dua start by Amir al-Mu'mineen. We had a discussion about the background of this dua and also the personalities, those who involved in dua, like Kumail and Imam Ali alayhi salam, and also Khizr, one of the great servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Last week we talked and discussed about the wasi'at kulla shay, the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how covers everything. We had a good discussion last week, and also we concluded till this point, وَذَلَّ لَهَا كُلُّ شَيْءٍ. Everything, every being, and every creatures whatever in the category of being is dhallalaha. They are dhalil when they come to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by nature. Sometimes we have this choice, sometimes we don't. But the difference between being dhalil, everything, and me and you is a huge difference. When you say dhalil, they are worthless. They're nothing. Yes, when they compare to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This has two different angles to see. One is by default. By default, every creature, although we see that all these great planets, galaxies upon galaxies, this great nature, this great, the earth and so on and so forth, but everything is, once you see a bigger picture of clusters of galaxies, the earth is one dot compared to all these galaxies, a dot. But if you zoom it to the earth, earth is big. So in earth, me and you are standing one, dot compared to the, or drop compared to the ocean. So everything is very nothing compared to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes, when I'm thinking about myself, I think something. But once I compare to 7 billion people on the earth, I'm nothing. Once the whole this earth compared, nothing. This solar system is less. This planets, less. Galaxies upon galaxies, cluster of galaxies, nothing. So that's one thing. And also, they have no choice. This earth has to rotate around the sun, day and night. Once you plant the seed has to grow, has no choice. That's called dhalil. It means what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala program, design, they have to. Only one creature called human being, me and you, we have a choice to be dhalil to Allah or mutakabbir to Allah. That's from birth to death. So every creatures, they're dhalil because by default. But me and you, once we are worshipping to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, once we are worthless, we show with our actions, we're humble to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is by our own choice. And this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes. It's a beautiful hadith Qudsi, that when a servant goes to sajda and seek Allah's nearness by saying this, Ilahi ataytuka abduka al-dhalil al-dha'if al-haqir. O Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm your servant. I came to you with my own choice. I'm dhalil, I'm worthless. I'm here. Taqabbal, accept me. So this sentence will affect the whole system which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take as example and will present to all the creatures. Ya malaikati wa sukkana samawati, those who are living on the heavens, on the earth, O angels, Wanzuru hada abdi, look at my servant. He came to me with his own choice. So this is the difference. So that's why when, for example, a seed becomes a tree and tree gives the fruit, that's the perfection of the tree. That's the kamal of the tree. That's the highest rank of the tree to give the fruit. But the perfection of me and you is different. The perfection of me and you are completely different. Why? Because obviously we have no limits whatsoever. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَظَلَّلَهَا كُلُّ شَيْءٍ. Amir says, oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I know that everything is dhaleel, worthless before you. But I, as Amir al-Mu'min, came total submission, completely different. وَذَلَّلَهَا كُلُّ شَيْءٍ. And after that, our beloved Imam Amir al-Mu'minin on and on and on. وَبِجَبَرُوتِكَ الَّتِي غَلَبْتَ بِهَا كُلَّ شَيْءٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm asking. What he's asking, still we don't know. Right now, Imam Ali Islam, he wants to lay down the foundation so we can have a good foundation. Once you have a good foundation, you can, otherwise, if you have a it's not perfect. That's why one of the key points, when you go and ask for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala needs, yes, you can say, oh, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I need this, give me. Don't take it wrong. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not going to be affected with that. It's not, you're not going to, provoke Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's ghadab. No, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be happy. But once you lay down that you call the name Rahman, Rahim, Kareem, Jabbar, Aziz, Mutakabbir, you name it, all these beautiful names, and then you say, oh, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm talking to this God. You are that. I came to you. It's a different. Because you're not giving any choice. Oh, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are everything. Once you're everything, accept. So here Imam Ali Islam wants to lay down the foundation. Seek for later on. With what? With your mercy, with this, with that, with your qadrats. And also I know that everything is dhaleel al-khashi to you. And now here, وَبِجَبَرُوتِكَ الَّتِي غَلَبْتَ بِهَا كُلَّ شَيْءٍ. Jabaruts is the special type of authority of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which will be oversee or override everything. Jabarutika allati ghalabata biha kulla shay. Overrides everything, including the taqdirats. This is the point. We have a destination, predestination. We know that we have a free will and predestination. This is qada and qadar. It's a huge debate and discussion. And obviously, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He knows, He has a unlimited knowledge about us. He knows what we are thinking, what we'll do, and everything about the future, past, present, everything. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala designed that. This is the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the taqdeer of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Taqdeer of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is that I should be died tonight, I will die. No one can stop this death. إِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهُمْ لَا يَسْتَأْخِرُونَ السَّاعَةَ وَلَا يَسْتَقْدِمُونَ. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm here, I'm asking you. And I know that your special authority will override everything. So I want to lay down the beautiful foundation that yes, I'm here. I don't want to hear this answer that, you know what, this predestination, because of this, you're set up. No, I know that you can change. I know that you can overwrite everything. With a special authority which can override everything. What is that authority? That authority is given for those who do three things. One is those who pay in charity and sadaqah. We have different types of charities. It's good that we can have this, because as we are moving, we have to learn this and see where we have the options. We have the first types of charity called the sadaqah. Second, we have khairat. We have zakat. We have khums. We have kafara. We have fitra. We have nadr, qasam, ahad, and also we have fidya, and so on and so forth. Okay. So some of this is wajib. Like for example, qasam, nadr, ahad is wajib, is you made upon yourself. You want to serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I want to do that. Some of this is wajib and with certain conditions. Like for example, zakat and khums will be wajib everyone who has a certain amount of money, earnings, and those types of things. Obviously, we are talking all this, but this is about the wealth. Again, we have the charity of the education, charity of the knowledge, charity of the zakatul ilm bin ashru. We have all other things, but I'm talking about the wealth. Okay. So khums and zakat is something with certain conditions will be wajib. Kafara is because fitra also is not penalty, but grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. End of the month of Ramadan, you have to pay certain things. And fidya also for those who cannot fast in the month of Ramadan, not because they want to, but they cannot. So for them, they have to pay something. So here is the sadaqah and khairats are two major things as optional. So all this will be obligated with the conditions. Whether you want to obligate yourself with surah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or with the conditions, this can be obligatory. So obligatory is all this could be wajibats. The wajibat, we know that the reward is limited or specified. We know that, for example, for the prayer, we have the limited amount. So if you offer it, if you don't, you'll be facing punishment. But for mustahab prayer, there's no limit for the reward. And if you don't do it, you're not going to be punished. But you're not going to get the reward out of that. Okay. So here is a wajib, you have to do it. These two are optional mustahabbat. If you don't, it's not going to hurt anything. But if you give, the reward is huge. So sadaqah and khairat, these are the two things. Sadaqah, what is the difference between sadaqah and khairat? Sadaqah is for this specific purpose, for the well-being of me or my family, or I want to travel, and for well-being of myself during my travel, I want to pay charity. Or for example, for well-being of, it's good and mustahab that we should have this beautiful tradition to pay each and every day even 1 penny sadaqah. If you have a jar of sadaqah and pay a penny, a quarter, a dime, a dollar, whatever, okay, put it every day. Sometimes some people, they do is they put $100 once a blue moon. That's good, but you want to have, for example, per year $100. It's not a problem. Pay every day. So with that, you're teaching to the children. You have a very good atmosphere. You have a jar of sadaqah in your home, and that's a good, legacy for the future generations. So that's for the well-being purpose. Khairat is not for well-being. Just you want to give a general charity for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So these two are different, but the reward for the khairat is greater than the. I'm sorry. Yes. I'm sorry. So the khairat, the reward of the khairat is far greater than anything else. Why? Because in khairat, you're not specifying that I want to give for my well-being. I want to do, for example, for this. This is unconditional. It's not wajib upon you. You're not paying for some greed or some intention or something like Nadr, Ahad, Qasam, all that. Khairat is general donation. So khairat will be the highest amount of reward you're going to get. Okay. So here, what are the things can override the special authority of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, including the destination? Yes, sadaqah and khairat. That's why we have a hadith and riwayah, as-sadaqatu tudfa'ul bala. Sadaqah can push the calamity and incidents. Although some people, they think that the moment I pay the sadaqah, I can drive the car for 150 miles, and if something happened, maybe Angel, he was sleeping, he didn't take care of me. That's how we have this wrong impression. I mean, I was with one of the brother, he was driving 9500 and he caught by police. He said, Mawlana, you're praying the dua and also we pay the sadaqah. I said, brother, you need to tell me how fast you're going so I can ask you the equal amount of sadaqah you have to pay. And again, this is some though the informations or wrong informations people they have. I'm not talking about those, but sincerely, yes, as-sadaqatu tudfa'ul bala. Okay, so sadaqah and khairat. Second, yes.
So can you give examples of what khairat is that wouldn't classify?
Khairat, for example, you give the donations for SABA. You give the you to Pakistan, India, Afghanistan, in America. There is need for masjids. There is need for this road or I don't know whatever. For the general benefit of people, you donate. Okay. Yeah, for this is a general benefit for the people. Okay. And again, has a different categories. Timings you can manage to get more reward with the timings, nature of the job, and so on and so forth. For example, night of Qadr. If you pay the charity, you'll get a different amount of reward than in normal days. Or no, in even normal days, if there is a need for a specific thing, if so, you know what, I want to wait till my night of Qadr, the reward will be less. Why? Because the need is today, not at the night of Qadr. Or for example, let's say school will be the top reward. Why? Because school is something which can last for the generations. But for example, you can give the money, for example, for shelter of the people. It's good. That's also good. You can get reward, but different type of reward. If you build the masjids, till the masjid will exist, you're going to get the reward. So on and so forth. Different types of things or the activities can be offered with the money or with the donations which you offer. So this is a general donations with no conditions. But some people want to donate. This is for my grandfather, so on and so forth. And if you don't take the name of my grandfather, I will be super angry. Why? Because I thought that. So there's conditions. So you're obviously, according to hadith and riwayat, if you want to donate for your grandfather, you can donate that. That's not a problem. And if you do it as a anonymous or secret, you can get like 1 million alpha, 1 million times more reward than having a big name there. With titles. Even if you miss one of the titles, you'll be punished for that. So some people, they have, that's inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cue all of us to offer sincere donations or khairat. So this khairat. So then this is sadaqah and khairat. Yes.
So sadaqah has to be only to poor people?
Okay. The purpose of all this is a different. This one is a general fact. Whatever you can, or those who are receiving, they can. But sadaqah only and only for the poor and needy people. That's why even some places, some masajid, they're collecting sadaqah and they're giving the food for the same people, those who are paying sadaqah. That's a conflict with the purpose. So sadaqah has to be spent for the poor and needy people only. Zakat and khums has a restricted type of fund, has a more structure. You have to spend with the permission of the mujtahid and so on and so forth. That's a completely different ballgame. And then the kafara, only and only kafara, and fitra, only and only, and also fidya, kafara, fitra, all these three, only and only for the food purpose. And for example, sadaqah, you can even spend for poor and needy people, for education, for clothing, for food, for shelter, for medical bills, and those types of things you can. But kafara, fitra, and fidya only and only for food purpose. So those who are receiving, they should only limit to the food. So another ahad and qasam is depend on what you want. Sometimes you cannot. I want to only invite already. We can do that, inshallah. I can be invited by you, inshallah. So yeah, that's another. And you can say, 5 people, 10 people, or wealthy people. What you can, that's up to you. Or you can say, for example, you know what? I want to have another $1 million, inshallah. That's not a problem. And see, inshallah, how many of you do that? It's good sometimes.
Another, I wanted to invite you.
Allah, is also good. In Alipur, my hometown Alipur. In Alipur, there was a man. In the month of Rajab, we have a Nazra, or the Nazra Imam Sadiq card. So, a man who used to be prepared already, starting for 5, 6 weeks. That day, like police or something, whatever they are. One of the scholar said, please give. The another is to give something, not to get something. So yes, another is to give, not to be invited. Let's get mashallah. Yes, this is, but the khairat is unlimited usage. Whatever you can do based on your announcement, so on and so forth. So this, so then these are the two things. So one is charity, which is sadaqah and khairat. Second one is salah dhatil bayn. Salah dhatil bayn. Two people, they're fighting. Husband and wife, they have arguments and they're not getting along. Two brothers have problems. Two partners, they have problems. Two, the cousins, a father and son, or whatever, they have problems. And you decided to fix that. And you go and you talk to them. Islahu dhatil bayn. Unfortunately, we have this problem that if we hear something Brother Assad is going through, and I remember lots of ugly things, and I want to put more fuel. I want to contribute, but what? Like more fuel. Or I have a problem in life with my wife, and brother, he is good with his wife. What is the problem? I have to create something. So once they're fighting, I can be again. So this is the problem we have. But Hadith anyway says, second one is Salahu Dhatil Bayn. If you fix, if you bring two people closer, if you contribute something that they can understand better. Majority of our problem is because we don't understand each other. You are a mediator, you do something so we can understand better. Lots of times, our disagreements is Hawaii nafs. We don't think about tomorrow. You're a wise person, you're my best friend, come and make me to understand about tomorrow. That's your contribution. That's Salahu Dhatil Bayn. But if you don't do that, no, there is no guarantee that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has the special authority which override everything can do that. That's the second thing. This is our salawats.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
The third thing is salawat bar Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Where is that salawats? If we pay charity, sadaqah and khairat, and also salahu dhatil bayn, if we do these three, mashallah, the jabarutika allati ghalabta biha kulla shay. Your special authority which override everything, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala came here with these tools. Otherwise, if I'm creating a mischief among the people, I have nothing to do with Holy Prophet in his project. And I'm not giving any types of sadaqah and khairats. Do you think that can be changed? No. Yes, maybe if I don't have the money, at least I can educate others. Zakat al-ilm nashr, the charity of the knowledge is to promote that. At least I can give that. Or I can help physically. Or if I cannot donate, at least I can donate. At least I can vacuum. I can offer something. Khairukum khairukum, the best among you is the one who comes to masjid, or any the general places. He's not there to be served. Lots of people, or lots of times, I myself, I have this wrong impression that once I enter, I should be served. Everyone has to be at my service. So no. How can I assist and help? Okay. This is a key point. So sadaqah, salahu dhatil bayn, and salawat wa Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
MashaAllah. وبجد and without that honor, nothing stand by itself. If we have izzat, because the izzat of Allah. If we have any honor, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if a tree gives the food, if grass is growing, if any rock exists, anything has any value, because you give the honor. Without you giving the honor, nothing can be honored. Nothing can be standard. Yes, that's obvious. And again, the izzats, if we don't have izzat, we can earn the izzats. How can we earn the izzats? With three things. One is be dhaleel to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The more you humiliate, or the more you claim yourself, I'm worthless to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you're going to be given more honor among the people. That's one. That's the best thing. That's what Hadith and Dua says, that once you offer the sajda, especially night time, prayer of night, namaz al-sham, once you stand up, you go to sajda, and you by yourself with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you are doing that. Say, Ilahi, lakal izzah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have all the honors. I'm here who has no honor. I'm seeking your honor. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make Aziz, tu'izzu man tasha, tudhillu man tasha. The second, if you heal the reputation of the one who was attacked by the people. Sometimes people, they backbite or, do something to damage the image or personality of the people. Okay, by backbiting or whatever, lots of times with the good intention, people, they damage. What they do is they ruin the personality of the people. But if you heal that, and if you stop that, and you say good words about that person, and if you give the honor to the one people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will. Important if you understand that how gatherings, how beautiful our circles, how can we have a trust Allah? We can gain a huge trust among ourselves. That's the second thing. And third thing is the one who is defenseless. Sometimes you want to fight neck by neck, or you're standing, and you know that, for example, the person who is your rival, or the person who you are fighting, he has something, and it's good that you can fight. But sometimes, no, the one who are with you, he has no status, or she has no dignity, whatever, and you want to suppress that sometimes. But if you give the izzah, the one who is lower than you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you izzah. So that's why our 6th Imam, 5th Imam, 2nd Imam, 3rd Imam, they used to eat even their meals with those who are laborers, or those who have no status among the people, fuqara, or imams. They used to sit with them and they used to have a meal with them, not with the Umara. And we know that when Imam Ali he heard that Uthman bin Hunayf, the great companion, Uthman bin Hunayf, this is a great companion of Imam Ali, to the point that Uthman, he was captured by those who created the Jang Jamal, like Marwan bin Hakam and so on and so forth, Walid and Marwan and other people. They pull the hairs of Uthman, each and every hairs and nails, and they torture him to the death. That point, Uthman bin Hunayf, when he came to Imam Ali, all his hairs, nails were pulled out. And even in the last moment, he was right to Imam Ali. But Imam Ali heard that Uthman, he was invited in a feast with the wealthy people, where no poor was invited. So Imam Ali salam, he would get to Osman, Ibn Hunayf, O son of Hunayf, I heard that you were invited by the person who just invited 3 people. If you give the honor to those who are lower than you, whether sometimes husband and wife, for whatever reason, husband he has upper hand, our wife has upper hand. Okay, so the one who has upper hand, if that person give the other person more honor and dignity by knowing that she or he cannot be the equal, that's how you can have a good balance. Sometimes, whatever, those whom you're dealing with in your daily life. So these 3 types of people, they can have a izzah before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And obviously you can earn the izzah. وَبِعِزَّتِكَ الَّتِي وبعزتك التي لا يقوم لها شيء وبعظمتك التي ملأت كل شيء. And with the azamat, greatness, which covers everything. وبعظمتك التي ملأت كل شيء. ملأت, mala is, completely full. For example, you have a glass of water. When you say mala'at, meaning that there is no space there for anything else. So we are saying, oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your azamat, your greatness is covered everything. So there is no greatness except yours. Wherever I go, whatever I see, everything's yours. Your greatness is covered. Sometimes, for example, if you go to the, North Korea, you'll see everywhere is Kim Jong-un, all those, weird names, because that's how they want to project from the airport to the street to the homes to office. Everywhere you go, they have that types of things. So they want to show that everywhere is here. He cannot. The Ram of Saddam also obviously. Every country, every nation, they have their own types of zulm and oppression and so on and so forth. That's a fake one. Believe me, the Ram of Saddam, no one was thinking that Saddam can be hidden. Will go and hide in a small hole like a rat. Yes, it's hiding there. Or one time here, absolute power. All that's a fake, superficial. With some of the tools which they want to impose, but the greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is given. Night times, daytimes, the kings, the queens. If you want to see the greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, just go to Hajj. Ya Allah. Just you are there. All the people, the wealthy, the poor, the master, the servant, the labor, man, woman, children, the status people, everyone is standing saying, Labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharika laka labbaik, inna alhamda wa ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika laka labbaik. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I see that your greatness is covered everywhere. No one can even come close to that. And once you're standing there, for sure, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will do that. So how can we earn the greatness? It's also beautiful. They have a hadith and riwayats. أطعني أجعلك مثلي. O my servant, you have a sincere intention. You need to have a sincere intention and obey me. I will make everything have a fear of you. Like when one city to other city by the regime of Shah. Though the powerful soldiers, they were shaking fear at the speed of fear. Why? Because that was given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The azamat, this greatness was granted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not something because of the wealth or power or government or by force. No jabr, no nothing. Even sometimes you'll go for Sheikh Rajab al-Ikhyat, one of the great, servant, sincere servant. He was not a great ayatollah. He was not even a philosopher, philosopher. No, he was illiterate. He knew nothing how to read and write. One time, once you open the book, Quran, he begins to read Quran. And Atullah Burujadi gave him to test one of the, for example, the tafsir book or Lum'a, one of the Arabic book. He said, no, this is not, I cannot read. Only the Quranic ayat he can read. Allah. How can? Because the Quranic ayat has a light and appears by itself. And when he was walking, everyone was Allah. That's why when Imam Azman will come, you don't need any police and force. You don't need to have police by gun or radar or by surveillance camera or monitoring your speed. No. You want to be with your own limits, whether at traffic, driving, or in your daily life, or any other circumstances. Why? Because the azamah. So here we're talking, oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your greatness is covered everywhere, and it's not any greatness. How can I have that? One is having the sincere intentions to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Once I obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sincerely, once I offer رَبَّ طَاعَةٍ قَلِيلٍ, sometimes small amount of the actions, a'mal, with sincere intentions is better than offering lots of a'mal without intentions. Yes, sometimes I want to offer 1,000 rakat of the prayer without any intentions, without khudu and khushu. There's no benefit. 2 rakats, once you go to sajda, you're weeping, you're asking for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's completely different. So one is ikhlas. Second, honoring the greatness of the great people. Who are the great people? Like parents, like a teacher, like your guardian husband, like your, the one who is munahim, who is giving you something, okay? If you honor their status. So teacher, you honor the teacher. Parents, Allah. How many times we think that, oh, I am right now, I'm this and that, I don't want to even think about my parents. Or there is no izzat, there is no dignity, there is no azamat for my parents. No. So if I honor the greatness of those who great, like a parents, like a teacher, like a husband, like so on and so forth, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make me to have this haibat, to have this, greatness. That's the second thing. And obviously, the third thing is, if I able to honor the greatness of Imam of my time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give me the greatness, inshallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us and give strength and tawfiq to have all the bounties and blessings. Muhammad wa Muhammad sallallahu
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us and give strength and tawfiq